The tragedy in a man's life is not having lived while you was alive. Learning to love and lose is a part of life. It's never having loved anyone or anything. That's the biggest loss of all. Wish me well 3, the streets is waiting.
We are live back with another crazy episode of Street Gossip TV. It's episode 9, and today we got a very special guest in the building, the OG. Heavy hitter in the game, man. If you don't know him by face, I'm pretty sure you know him on some of your favorite songs. He's broke off some of your favorite artists. He goes by the name of Bigga Rankin. What's the deal?
What's up, man? What's up, my bro?
What's up, OG, man? I just want to say, man, it's a blessing to have you on the show, man. I know you got a busy schedule, just coming back in from New York. You didn't have to do this, but I appreciate you coming on to the show. How you feeling?
I'm feeling good. I'm always feeling good. As long as I'm above ground, man, I'm good. I'm 100%.
That's good. That's good, man. So before I kick off anything, man, I like to ask people when they come on to the show, what has life been like during quarantine, man? Since March, what has life been like for Bigga Rankin? Has the money slowed up? Has the bookings been going crazy, or what's been going on?
Well, one thing about the music business is also digital. You know what I'm saying? So if you have any type of sense or any type of common sense, you can survive. Mm-hmm. I probably do more of my podcast now. I'm trapping out the basement more than I do bookings. You know what I'm saying? But then I'm an A&R too, so I'm working 24 hours a day. So it's about the same. I made a little bit more money during the pandemic. I don't know why.
You say the pandemic brought the money.
Yeah, we did a little better during the pandemic. I personally did.
Okay.
And even if I make $10, I would never complain because God got this. At the end of the day, He's gonna make sure you straight. You feel me?
Yeah.
As long as you got faith.
Yeah, that's good to hear. So, man, we got a lot to talk about today and a lot to get into. But, man, first, I want to kind of start it off going back, you know what I'm saying, from the upbringing and everything. You're originally from Jamaica. And something about Jamaican people, man, with you guys is like ear for music is crazy. Whether it's reggae, hip-hop, R&B, or anything. So, man, just kind of talk about growing up in Jamaica and how you kind of got into the music thing.
But growing up in Jamaica is so different because I was growing up on, like, Dolly Parton, Kenny Rogers, Neville Brothers, you know what I'm saying? My parents listen to everything. So, Percy Sledge, Wilson Pick, way back. We go way back, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
A lot of soul music, a lot of country music. And, of course, we have our reggae, which is, the biggest thing. Like, reggae is global. You feel me? Like, reggae music is everywhere. I've never been anywhere in my life DJing and didn't play reggae music and got a good response from the crowd.
Right.
They love it. So it's like I was growing up on all type of music. So when I came to Chicago, I went to high school and, we have our own little basement party. You know how we do had a basement party, $2 to get in and $4 if you want to get something to eat. You know what I'm saying? And we were just going, me and my partner. I created the Cool Runnings Crew, which was just, I used to rap on the mic, but I used to rap reggae, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
And when I came to Florida, I went full bound into like the hip hop. And, I introduced, most Jamaicans, you have the person that played the record in Jamaica, we call him a selector.
Right. So DJ basically.
No. It's funny because a DJ, we call a DJ a person that raps.
Oh, okay.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
And the person that played the record, we call him a selector. Then the person on the mic, we call him the MC, which is the master of ceremony. So while the selector getting the record together, I'm talking like, hey, here come boom, 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 and set the record up. And then when he drop it, boom. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So I used to DJ, which is I used to, do that Jamaican rap. And then I taught being a selector. And then, I started talking on the mic. So I did everything. Like, I was in all departments like a Mexican.
Okay, yeah, that's what I want to talk about, man. So when did you actually start to get into the DJing and, you know what I'm saying? And because you always classified yourself as like a street DJ, street A&R. So when was that time when you were younger where you kind of chose the DJing side? Because, I'm pretty sure people was choosing to rap. Everybody don't choose, trying to be a DJ. So when did that kind of kick off for you?
Well, I was doing the reggae real heavy. Like, I would get on a night and I'd play all reggae. And then I just started listening some hip-hop. And my first hip-hop song I played in the club was Gangsta Gangsta, NAA.
Okay.
Man, there was word for word. Like, I had goosebumps.
Right.
People were just singing, and I kept bringing it back, and they just started going crazy. And I said, "Hey, man, I like this."
Yeah, so it was like more so that feeling on stage. And talk about that. Like, what's that feeling like when, you know what I'm saying, back then that you was getting when you was being on stage in front of the people?
I DJ'd and my career got big in Jacksonville, Florida. Mm-hmm. I was the first artist, and I could say this with my eyes open, my eyes closed in front of anybody, that I brought the biggest crowd in the club in that city. Right. I bring the biggest crowd. No artist has never been there. I don't give a damn if you go back to Frankie Beverly and Mays. When they come to a club, I put the biggest crowd in the club in Jacksonville, Florida. Okay. The biggest crowd. I remember on Christmas night, I do Plush. We used to do like 4,500 people in all three clubs. Pack. You know what I'm saying? So I've been doing this. I remember we had we fenced around Club Carousel, and we had like a spring break, and I had 7,300 people. You know what I'm saying? Right. Just going ham. And then people start following me to Black College Reunion in Daytona. They follow me to Freaknik here. Everywhere I go, they just follow me everywhere. I had like a cult. Yeah. You know, people just follow me, you know, because I was like, you know, on the microphone, if I come to your city, I reach out to, you know, people in the city. I take the pulse of the city, see who's from this side of town, who from that side of town, who just got killed. So you don't try to big up the person who killed them, and the people think you're taking sides. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So I'm always on my shit. You feel me? So that's how that went. And I just go bigger and bigger, man, and then I just start breaking records, and it just went huge, man.
Yeah, so I want to kind of get into that, man, because what was the grind like back then? You know what I'm saying? Because the grind now, I know it's probably still the same, but times have changed from when you first came into the game. So when you were first coming up, what was that grind like for you? You know, what was your mindset? Because everybody don't got what it takes to be in this shit, man. So what was your mindset like?
Man, it was crazy. I used to carry like 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 crates. And I pull up outside of my little car, and I make 3 trips bringing my crates inside the club. Now you got a hard drive, and all your friends want to walk in with you. But when you were toting all them records, then I don't want to walk in with you because it's a job. Right. They don't want to carry the shit. So, you know, when hard drive came in, I was into my rotation then. I was trying to be a gatekeeper because I DJ'd long enough, so now I want to be a gatekeeper. I want to be the one that you come see if you want to make it. Right. So I had to stop taking a lot of booking dates and start relying on trying to be the A&R that I want to be, you know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. And it's just, man, time just gradually goes. It takes a lot of patience, you know. It's 2 things in life, 2 invisible things in life that make you big. It's faith and courage. You can't see them, but they're the biggest thing in my life. Mm-hmm. And taking care of my children. Taking care of my children was one of the things I think that made me so successful, because God blessed me because I just did what I had to do for them. I put them first all through my career. Right. I had to leave and go out of town and leave them a little bit, but I was always there for everything they needed, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. And that helps me. Yeah, right so now. It looks like you was real dedicated to the street grind. Now, can you just elaborate, why is having that street grind so important for an artist? Not even only just like an artist, but an A&R, a DJ. Why is like that street grind so vital? Because a lot of artists is now, just like you were saying in the interview one time, a lot of artists rely on social media nowadays. Yeah, they get lazy. The internet, social media has made a lot of people lazy now. Like, they don't want to go to South by Southwest. They don't want to hit the bars and perform. Like, they don't want to do that. So, man, why is that so vital to you to have that street grind in? Well, you know, I started a street and greet because what happened with the street and greet, the reason I started, I went to a few meet and greets. Mm-hmm. And when I went to the meet and greets, they had the food out, you know. Everybody come, they eat the food. Some people like the records, some don't leave no type of feedback. Most of them don't play them, they just gone. So I said, you know what? I'm going to come up with something called a street and greet, mm-hmm. where I invite DJs, I invite tastemakers, and I invite people who love music. Because sometimes if I bring it to my street and greet and I play a song and the artist perform the song, you'll go to the DJ, hey, man, you have that song? Boom, boom, boom. Man, play that. The DJ will do that. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? But sometimes the DJs come and hear the song and they don't mess with it. But people, there's a lot of people out there that love music too, that want to hear these songs. So I started street and greet, and when I started out, my first street and greet tour was with 2 Chainz.
Okay.
When he was first, you know, I had the 2 mixtape for him, you know, the Trapper Valley 1 and 2. And he was moving. I took him out. Then I took Yo Gotti out. You know what I'm saying? And so on and so on. And I just started taking artists out, man. And I took Moneybagg Yo out. Everybody. Like Youngster, Lucci, Cat One, you know, a lot of, I mean.
You said the list go on and on.
You know, I could never say everybody that I brung out, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. But I brung everybody out, and we had a ball, man, while we was doing it.
Right.
So it just the street and greet become a big thing. And that kind of helped catapult my career to where it's at, you feel me?
Okay.
By me just going to every city and touching everybody, you know, it's like church. You know, everywhere you go, you meet some deacons and get them involved and co-sign some DJs and put them a little high. You know what I'm saying?
Right, but you got to have that grind in you, though.